TJ Productions welcomes you to this special presentation. You're watching Shore Stallions Baseball on TJ Productions. And now, the voice of the Shore Stallions, here's John Downey.
Oh yes, we are back for another edition of Shore Stallions Baseball. That'll be taking on the New Jersey Sugar Kings. Both teams did play each other last week in a doubleheader for opening day for both teams last Tuesday. So, pretty much the same arrangement, just a week later. Stallions won game one 8-2, and then the Sugar Kings were able to come away with the winning game two. So both teams split. Stallions at 2-2, and the Sugar Kings at 1-3. As the Sugar Kings got swept by the Legends, Essex Legends, who have done very, very well in this ACBL league since they've joined a few years back, and the Stallions have continued to rise. They've done well. They've done well, and 2-2 so far. Split another doubleheader, which I was on the call for, against the Linden Tigers Thursday night. Well, afternoon into the night, and we're much more improved now with the camera angles working better, scoreboard, score bug in full effect. Of course, the ACBL logo, which is very, very important to many people who are watching, who know. You have involvement in the league, but I'm going to get you guys the lineup here before we start. Let's start with the Sugar Kings, where we have Axel Martinez leading off, batting first, playing second base, playing first, batting second, Hampton, batting third, catching, Parisi, batting fourth, DHing, Frankel, batting fifth, playing third base, Quezada, playing shortstop, batting sixth, Molinini, batting seventh, playing right field, Collins, batting eighth, playing center field, Rose, and batting ninth to round out the Sugar Kings lineup, playing left field is Albozu. So that's it for the Sugar Kings. And on the mound for the Stallions today, Ethan Craig, who did start last week in game one as well. So this is pretty much of a repeat of the same thing so far. He started game one for the Stallions. Didn't have his best stuff, but he was able to battle through 3 innings, 2 runs, a few hits, few walks, few strikeouts. So he was, a little bit of a mixed bag, but he did very, very well after the first inning, which I think that was expected, a little first inning jitters to start off the season. He was a member of the team last year, but still starting off a new summer, having thrown to batters probably most likely since his college season ended in early May. That's a month layoff or so. That's a lot of time off where things can happen. You get a little rusty and you figure it out. But yeah, Craig will be on the mound for the Stallions. From left to right in the outfield will be Brand, Toole, and Hale. So a new addition to the outfield will be Derek Brand, who's played first base a little bit for the Stallions. Now he will be manning left field in game one. Toole and Hale were staples in the doubleheader on Thursday, both playing very, very well. Toole making 2 very, very spectacular defensive plays, throwing a runner out at third and making a diving catch on a line drive. And then we had Josh Hale, he was some story at the plate, 6 for 9 in the doubleheader with a homer, few singles, few doubles. I mean, he was incredible what he was able to do. And defensively, I talked to him after, the doubleheader on Thursday. I was like, he made a spectacular, one of the most spectacular plays you'll ever see in a game when it was like not the most spectacular play. I should put it that way. He booted the ball, hit off his shin, picked it up, was able to throw the runner at second base. Then the Stallions proceeded to score 4 or 5 runs after that. And I think that if maybe that inning didn't end the way it did, they would have continued to score some runs. So that was very good from him. And then in the infield, at third base, Frank Somo, who played a little shortstop and then moved over to third in game 2 after DHing in his first game with the Stallions. At short, Landon Howard, who's been very, very good both ways. I'm going to continue to say until proven otherwise. He seems like has one of the best baseball IQs I've seen in a very, very long time. Just at the plate, not chasing any pitches, and just defensively knowing what plays to make, knowing what plays not to make. Then at second, we have Landon Lato, number 35, and at first base, Frank Scherer, who's played both sides of the corners here for the Stallions so far, third and first base. And then behind the dish, Devin Leonardo, who caught game 2 of both last Tuesday's doubleheader and last Thursday's doubleheader against the Linden Tigers. So Leonardo getting the start in game 1, expected to catch both games today. We'll see if that actually comes into fruition because the Stallions are very, very short on catchers if you guys are just tuning in. But yeah, let's play some baseball. Seems like Craig has his last one or two warm-ups as Leonardo gears up to throw it down, and Martinez will step in the box shortly. And it's going to be a very, very fun day, very beautiful day. Again, once again, great day for baseball. Can't complain. Both times I've been able to do these live streams has been a beautiful, beautiful day for baseball. And this one was a little bit of unexpected. I left you guys off with saying there would be no stream on Tuesday. It would be Saturday. Things, broke a different way, and I'm able to, very, very fortunate to be here. Beautiful day, some good baseball, and hopefully some Stallions wins for those watching at home. Thanks for tuning in. Leonardo getting ready to throw that down to second base. And, yeah, around a 238, 240 first pitch, a little later than expected. Seemed like the umpires had some business to take care of with someone up in right field. Not sure who it was, but they were talking it away with in right field. We also have a field mic, so you guys will be able to hear a lot of the good sound bites. Maybe not all of them. Hold your ear sometimes, especially when, some guys may not say things you may like. But there's Craig with the first pitch. That's popped up to Lato. He's under that one. And he brings that one in one away. So Craig, first pitch, fastball right down the middle. Martinez swings at that, and he is retired, one away. Different trend so far, I guess. Only one batter in, obviously, but Craig struggled in the first inning, like I was saying a few moments ago in the first game, his first start of the year. Best view in the house, right behind home plate. That one's inside, 1-0. A lot of run on that ball. Craig from Lincoln University was a fixture in that rotation, one of their weekend starters. Well, in the CAC Conference Division II, it's a little bit different just because they play a lot of games. So you may start on the weekend, you may not start on the weekend. That one's low, make it 2-0. But he was a starter for Lincoln. He pitched a ton of innings for them. Had some control issues, but can strike a ton of guys out when he gets in a big rhythm. He has a very, very pulverizing fastball. That one's right down the middle for strike one. Hampton has been the Sugar Kings' best hitter so far, but over a 500 batting average, which is absolutely incredible. Not a small sample size, 15, 16 at-bats, but he's been the Sugar Kings' go-to. The 2-1. Called strike two. So Craig has been all heaters so far, 5 pitches in, 5 heaters, 2 seams and 4 seams, obviously you can see. You can't really see on your vantage point, but sitting behind home plate, I'm seeing that ball dance a little bit. The 2-2. That one hits Hampton in the elbow. Does have the protective gear on, but that one ran too far inside, and it's a hit by pitch. So the Sugar Kings do get their first base runner of the game. Yeah, Johnny Stallion. That's funny. I have the on-field mic a little lower when we're on the field, and then we're hitting. I'll put it up a little bit. That first one's way outside, 1-0. So 1-0 to Parisi, who's catching for the Sugar Kings. They've split their duties in terms of catching 3 ways so far in their first 4 games. A little bit of action for each of their catchers. I'm pretty sure that'll be more of the same today. The 1-0. Called strike on the outside corner. Don't know if we'll see as much as we did on Thursday, but I couldn't believe it. The amount of outside called strikes that were not even close to the plate. They were legitimately in the other batter's box both ways, so you couldn't really complain about it unless you're a hitter, and that would really upset you. But the 1-1, a little bit of a wrinkle there, slider, a curveball, first one of the day, I should say, for Craig. But going back to that, yeah, it was blatantly in the other batter's box, and it was continued to be called strike, which was I couldn't believe it. The pitcher inside of me, I was like, yes, all right, we'll take the calls. And the runner goes. Leonardo's throw, not in time. So called strike on the batter. Hampton is able to steal second there. Seemed like he was trying to get that jump over and over, and he finally got it down. Didn't really quite have the best, that hop lead. It wasn't his best, but Hampton was still able to make up for with the, the closing speed there. But 2-2 on Parisi with 1 away. Hampton on second. So early threat here for the Sugar Kings, trying to replicate exactly what they did in Game 1 of last week's game. Craig takes a couple looks. The pitch. That one's fouled away onto the backfield. Very late swing there by Parisi. So let's see what Craig goes to here. Seems like he was late on the heater a few times, especially this last pitch. So let's see what Craig goes to. Maybe, maybe go back to that same spot. Leonardo is set up in the 2-2. That one is smacked out to Hale. Goes back on, and it's over his head. Parisi's going to get into second, and Hampton will score easily. Parisi with the RBI double to right field. It's a little backside swing there. So the Sugar Kings will lead 1-0. Seemed like Hale was on that and then wasn't able to keep stride. And, that one goes over his head. So 1-0 Kings, just like that. Some words of encouragement from the dugout. Just got to get ahead, which obviously is true. I mean, that one is smacked up the middle. That's a base hit by Frankel. Couldn't even get his name out of my mouth before he gets a hit. But Toole's going to throw it home. Unable to make the tag. That was a beautiful throw by Toole besides it running up the line. But, I mean, when the runner's trying to come home, that's not the worst idea. Leonardo was unable to get the tag down on Parisi, and Frankel with the RBI singles. That was a very aggressive swing. I mean, I couldn't even say who he was, and he was swinging at that first pitch just like that. Called strike there for Craig as he looks to regroup a little bit. Craig takes a look at first. Called strike there on Quezada. A little bit of a wrinkle there. A little slur of action from Craig. Craig looking for a strikeout. Kings looking to continue to, be aggressive, put the ball in play. That one's fouled away as Frankel was in motion. So the Kings definitely have some kind of scouting report on what the Stallions are looking to do here. Looking to get the runners in motion and continue to cause some havoc on the bases. 0-2, one away. That one's way outside. Leonardo able to corral that one. So Craig, 16 pitches in so far, only one out. Sugar Kings have 2 hits, back-to-back hits. That one is just outside. Looked like the umpire here wanted to call it, but was unable to pull the trigger. So up 0-2, now 2-2. See if Frankel does run here. He does. That one's hit down to Somo at third. He boots it. Unable to make the play. Frankel will stay at second, and Quezada will pull in at first there. Took a wicked hop. I mean, we've seen a bunch of that at the Tigers Field, Memorial Field on Thursday, and now we see some more of that as well with the wicked hops on these fields. I do have to say they were getting some groundwork done by the players, so props to them before the game started. We had a few of the pitchers doing some work on the field, but didn't see any watering. No, wasn't able to saturate the dirt, just kind of move it around. So that could play a role in today's game. Stallions do lead the ACBL in errors coming into today, and that will just add to the total. So definitely have to clean up the fielding, though. So here's Anthony Malinini making his debut for the Sugar Kings. That one's outside, ball 1. So Kings are in business here. Already have 2 runs with 2 men on. 1-0. Long hold there by Craig. That one's outside 2-0. So Craig trying to limit the run game as much as he can on the mound himself, because obviously, catchers do get a lot of the brunt of not being able to throw runners out, but it is strictly not just them. It is the pitcher as well. It goes both ways. Got to be able to hold on runners. That one's in there for a called strike at the knees. So Craig looking to battle back here as Leonardo flexes that hand out a little bit. If you're Craig trying to get the ball on the ground here, try to turn two and get out of this inning with only giving up 2 runs. The 2-1, swing and a miss there. Craig going with the high heat on the 2-1. He may do that again. Let's see. He may do it again. I'm always a firm believer, you know, if a pitch works, why not go back to the well? Even if it's back-to-back pitches, why not? 2-2. That one's hit out to center field. Toole will camp under that one. Actually, Hale will call him off. Hale will make the catch. Fake tag there. He will not go. Is Franklin. He'll go back to second. So Craig does get his second out. That one took a little bit of a weird turn. It looked like it was destined for Toole's glove and took a little turn to Hale. Hale's able to make the catch. So 2 away for Thomas Collins, the right fielder for the Sugar Kings, number 0. Seventh batter of the inning already for the Sugar Kings. A little tough for me to see when lefties are up, but we'll make it work. That one's outside. Some type of changeup or something that he's unable to get out in front of. 1-0. Ooh. Thought it was a strike, but it is not. Low, 2-0. The 2-0. That one's hit up the middle. That will get through for a base hit. Toole will field it. The runners just get up 1 base each, so Frankel will get to third, Quezada will get to second, and Collins will get on with the little ground ball single that got through. The play couldn't have been made by either Hallett or Lato. It was hit too hard, but no run does score. So here's Rhodes, center fielder in today's game, taking his first at-bat of the day. 2 away, bases loaded. Big at-bat here for both the Sugar Kings and the Stallions, just because, you know, Sugar Kings had a few more runs, and it kind of feels like we're back to where we were in Game 2 of the Tigers game the other day in the doubleheader. It's like now we're down by 4, potentially. Now, if you're the Stallions, you get this out here, feels a lot better. You know, I threw a ton of pitches. I only let up 2 runs. That one's fouled straight back to the camera. So he's way ahead here, 0-2. So Craig has a few pitches to work with, 28 pitches in the inning. But in terms of this batter, he does have a waste pitch potentially if he chooses to go that route. But, yeah, I mean, if he can get out of this inning, that would be huge for his confidence in the team. A little bit of a breaking ball there, waste pitch. He didn't get it directly where he wants, but see if he goes back to the heater. The 1-2. Outside. A little low and outside. I know the Stallions dugout was not particularly happy about that one, but it was a low. Thank you all to watching on TJ Productions. We appreciate the support, especially Jake Biggie Mills. That one's way up 3-2. So after Craig starts out 0-2 to Rhodes, he is now fell behind 3-2. So the runners will be in motion with 2 away. And Rhodes will be hunting that, you know, hunting that good pitch here because he's not going to want to go down on the called strike. He's going to be swinging. Craig has to make a good one here. 3-2. That one's hit to Hallett at short. He'll make the long throw to first to Shera, and he's retired. So Craig, after, you know, a little bit of an up and down inning, only lets up 2 as we head to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back.
There are endless possibilities with Brookdale. Open the door to 75 different associate degree programs and university partnerships with Georgian Core, Kane, and Rutgers University. Plus, over 45 other transfer pathways to pursue a bachelor's degree at colleges and universities across the country and even internationally. Enjoy dual admission, guaranteed acceptance, and other benefits exclusively designed for Brookdale graduates. Brookdale offers access, affordability, and community. Start your future today. 732-224-2020. BrookdaleCC.edu. There are endless possibilities with Brook.
The original Giuseppe's Pizza, located at 4300 Amboy Road in Staten Island, New York, has been serving up thin and crispy style pizza since 1979. They also have a wide assortment of specialty slices as well, including grandma pies and vodka pies. On top of their pizza, they also serve heroes, lasagnas, salads, and an assortment of other Italian meals. Call and pick up an order today at 718-227-8332 or come in and have a slice.
It's John from Stallions Security and Investigations. We have over 25 years experience in law enforcement, security, and investigative work. We are licensed in both states of New York and New Jersey, and if you're out of state, you can still give us a call. We'll find a way to get the job done. We under-promise and over-deliver. No job is too big or too small, so just give us a call at 917-297-7910. We'll get the job done for you, and we'll give you a couple of how you doings.
We are back for the bottom of the first. So for the Sugar Kings, Zach Dennis, the two-way player, will be on the mound. Long, lanky lefty for the Sugar Kings. But for the Stallions, the lineup will start with Hale. So pretty much the same top three as it was in the doubleheader against the Tigers. Hale will lead off playing right field. Toole will be batting second, playing center. Hallett will be at short, batting third. Rodriguez will be DHing in the 4-hole. Brand will be playing left field, batting fifth. Batting sixth, playing first base, Frank Shera. Batting seventh, playing third base, Frank Somo. So back-to-back Franks right there. And then batting eighth, playing second base, Landon Lato. And then batting ninth, Leonardo will be doing the catching. So Josh Hale, who was quite the story in his first collegiate appearance, just because he's straight from high school in the summer ball before your first semester at school, it does count. And Hale had himself quite the day, going 6 for 9. And his first at-bat for the Stallions was a homer. So let's see if Hale can get a run back here or, just get on base against Dennis, who did pitch against the Stallions last week in relief. The 1-0 swing and a miss there by Hale. But for the Sugar Kings defense from left to right, Albazu will be in left, Rhodes in center, Collins in right. Then we got in at third, Cazado, Malinini, Martinez, and Hampton from third to first. And then behind the plate, Parisi will do the catching. The 1-1 is smacked into right center. Hale will be down for a base hit for Hale. It's gonna get to the wall, so Hale will be easily at second base. So he continues his dominance, hitting the ball anywhere he wants with authority. Leadoff double for Josh Hale. He is now 7 for 10 so far in this young summer season. Quite the player. Collins seemed like he had a beat on that and then continued to roll by him and rolled all the way to the wall. If you're the Stallions, you're in business here. You're looking for at least one run response after a rough inning. So Trent Toole will dig in. The leader in stolen bases of the entire ACBL with 6. First pitch called for a strike, a little bit of a 12-6 curveball there. Leadoff double always benefits the squad, and hopefully, you got to have a productive out here, get him somewhere. The 0-1, called strike on the outside corner. So 0-2 count to Toole. Hallett waiting on deck, who's had some of the best plate discipline I've seen in a very long time. The 0-2 to Toole. Dennis gives a couple looks to second. That one's hit the second baseman. Martinez is able to make the play as he throws it over to Hampton. But productive out there by Toole, so that's exactly what you're looking for. Get that runner to third, and he does just that. A little bit hesitant on the call there because you never know on this field if the ball's going to get past the fielder or not, just because the way these hops have been crazy, so you're going to be a little hesitant on that. In steps Landon Hallett, the shortstop for the Stallions, batting third. First pitch to him, that one's low, 1-0. So wouldn't be shocked if Hallett works this into a deep count, because he hasn't swung at anything off the zone. That one is inside for a called strike. He was not a fan of that one as he takes a little bit of a reset, step out of the box, and collect himself here. So Toole on third, so anything put in play on the ground, sac fly to the outfield, will get the job done. Oh, and that one's outside. Not enough of a backstop for Hale to score on that, so he will stay at third. Could have taken a chance there. Didn't seem like his lead was that big enough, secondary lead was that big enough to take that chance. It's only the first inning. You don't want to waste an opportunity getting thrown out at the plate. 2-1 Hallett. That one's outside 3-1. So Hallett in the driver's seat has also been walked a ton of times, 6 times already in 4 games. That one's inside ball 4, so he continues his trend of not chasing and just getting up there being patient. So first and third here, Stallions are in business as well in the first inning as Eric Rodriguez steps up to the plate. His first at-bat of game 1 against the Tigers, he led off his day with a nice single to right field, against a tough pitcher in Diskin, who is pretty, I would say he's bringing it up there, high 80s, 90s a Thursday night. So Rodriguez, a returner for the Stallions from last year. He does swing at the first pitch. I was about to say he's usually aggressive, and he continues that. But, you don't always see that in summer ball. You always see guys move on to maybe different leagues. They go away. They don't want to stay local and stuff like that. But the Stallions do have a few returners from last year. Probably, I did play for them for a few years, but probably the most I've seen so far in terms of returners. Throw over to first. A little low, but Hampton's able to dig that one out. Let's see if Hallett is in motion. Try to get in scoring position for Rodriguez. Hale's still at third, so first and third with 1 out. Dennis takes a couple of looks. Hallett is on the move. Swing and a miss by Rodriguez. Hallett will take that base easily. So Rodriguez looked like a little bit of a protective swing there just to make sure Hallett does get to second. Now he has 2 guys in prime position to score with a single to pretty much anywhere. Rodriguez will hit that one out. All popped up to first. Hampton is under it. A little bit of a frustrated jog up to first base. He will be retired. So Hampton comes in with that one. 2 away for the Stallions as Derek Brand will step up. The Brand has been another one of the Stallions who has been shown his versatility so far. Played a little first base last week, now playing the outfield, doing what he's asked of, and he's had very good place discipline as well. I mean, last week, this exact matchup, the Sugar Kings walked 22 batters. Called strike 1 there to Brand. Brand is definitely looking to get the Stallions on the board here. Don't want to leave any opportunities on the board, even when it's early in the game. Dennis is up 0-1. Outside 1-1. Shera on deck. Maybe Brand can work some magic here, get on base for Shera. Keep the line moving. The 1-1. Called strike 2 there. Lefty-lefty matchups are always tough. Brand was playing out a little bit too early, maybe anticipating an inside pitch, and it broke away from him. That one's up 2-2. Hale taking very aggressive leads at third base. Wouldn't be shocked if you see him break to home. Wouldn't be out of the realm. Stallions are very, very aggressive on the base paths. Second in the ACBL in steals. The 2-2 to Brand. Swing and a miss. Big swing there. Dennis goes up the ladder to strike out Brand. So the Stallions strand 2 runners in scoring position. We will be back for the top of the second.
Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams look really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about StreamYard is that the user interface is really simple to understand and can give you a professional look without a whole lot of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing next. Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams look really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about StreamYard is that the user interface is really simple to understand and can give you a professional look without a whole lot of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing next. Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams look really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about StreamYard is that the user interface is really simple to understand and can give you a professional look without a whole lot of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing next.
Back for the top of the second. Craig's still out on the mound, but the Stallions do have the bullpen warming. So we'll see who that is. Not quite sure who exactly it is warming up on the backfield back there, but they do have a right-hander up. Stallions only do have one left-handed pitcher, so I would definitely know who that is when he's warming up, but the rest of the staff is right-handed. They are a little short as well on the mound. I received a list a little bit before the game of who's available, and there's a few pitchers, 17 or 16 pitchers listed on the roster, and there's a handful unavailable just because injury, sickness, not available at all, for whatever reason today. So we'll see. We'll see what the Stallions do to, patchwork this together like they did last week. Oleantis is unavailable today. He was very, very good in game 2. I mean, he threw 4 innings last week, so I wouldn't expect him to be available today. So someone, is going to probably have to come up huge today for the Stallions out of the bullpen. Let's see if Craig can bounce back, though. I mean, he did the same thing last week. He let up a few runs in the first and was able to settle down and recover after that. His first pitch, outside, ball 1. So 2 7-inning games today. So, not as many innings to cover maybe, but first game will be 7. Then we'll take a little bit of a break, and then we'll be back for another 7. Hopefully my voice makes it through today. It's a big swing there by Albazoo. 1-1 to him. He's the 9th batter in the order, and then they will be back to the top with Martinez. 1-1 is up, 2-1. Two, 1 from Craig. That one's hit out to Toole. Out to Hale now. Hale will make the catch. So a little bit of a good communication there again by both Toole and Hale, as they have had 2 balls that have looked like they were destined for Toole, and they've drifted their way over to Hale. Not a ton of wind, a little bit of a slight breeze, but I don't think it was that. It's just the flight of the ball changing, but Hale was able to make the catch there. So 1 out for Craig on only 4 pitches. That's exactly what you want after a 32-pitch first inning. Called strike there from Craig. That two-seam's got some good movement on it, I got to say. Sitting behind, having like I said in the beginning, the best seat in the house directly behind the home plate. That thing is dancing. The 0-1. Dropped in for a strike. Curveball there from Craig, so he's way ahead on Martinez, 0-2. Another 0-2 count here for Craig. Let's see if he's able to capitalize on this one. Pitch. Fouled straight back. Thankfully, the GoPro is stable on the fence, or that thing would have flew off. Martinez battling here. Popped out to Lato in the first inning. That one's up 1-2. So second at bat already, which you don't always see. Only 2 runs scored, and they're already at the second at bats of the game for their respective, guy. So that you don't always see that. Usually it takes a few more runs, but there's a lot of base runners in that first inning. That one's outside, 2-2. So from 0-2 to 2-2. Let's see. That one's fouled way late there by Martinez. It hits off the fence and bounces back to second base. So 2-2 again. Just after 3 o'clock, so we're about 35, 40 minutes into the game so far. Not moving at a great pace, but hopefully that can pick up a little bit as the game continues. The 2-2 from Craig. That one's fouled away also to right field onto the backfield. Martinez is slightly late, but he looks like he's getting around on it a little more. Let's see what Craig decides to cook up here with Leonardo as the battery mates here today. 2-2. Big looping curveball. That one's fouled back as well. So, 8 pitch at bats so far and counting for Martinez. And that's what you want from, the top of the order. You want to see those guys continue to battle, even if he doesn't get a hit here, just working up the pitch count. As obviously Craig got the first out pretty quickly, and now that kind of got washed away with this long at bat. The 9th pitch. Outside. Outside 3-2. Leonardo tried to snag that one and bring it back in for a strike, but wasn't able to. Just off the zone. So 0-2 to full count. That one's popped up. Definitely behind me. And that one's hits off the shed. Couldn't see that one, so I got a little nervous there for a second. So 10 pitches in so far. Let's see who wins the battle here. That one's hit down the Scherer. That's also foul. So what a battle we got here. 11 pitches in this at-bat. Umpire looking for foul balls. We're looking for someone to help him out and retrieve him. This at-bat is taking them all away. Again, that one's hit to Somo. He's able to come up with that one to Scherer, and he picks it. Great pick by Scherer, as he didn't look like he had it at first. I mean, he got more dirt than the ball, but it works. Scherer able to pick that one and save Somo from a second error, but they will take it. 2 away. So Craig wins the battle. 12 pitch at bat with Martinez. He's able to put him away. So 2 away, nobody on for Hampton, Zach Hampton, who was hit his first time up. That one's hit out to left. Brand will come in on it. Toole was unable to make the play. Toole calls off Brand very, very late and was unable to make the play. So a little bit of miscommunication there. It seemed like Brand had it. Toole came in firing in there, saying he had it, but was unable to make the play. So Hampton continues his strong summer. 9 for 16 now. Here's Parisi, who got the hitting party started with his RBI double to right field, his first at-bat. Called strike. Let's see if Hampton's in motion as well. The Kings were very, very aggressive in the first inning. The runner is in motion. Hampton is in motion. Leonardo will give it a shot, and he's unable to. Hampton had some jump there. It was, I mean, I don't care who you have back there. I don't care if you have prime Yadi Molina. There's no way you're throwing out someone that gets that big of a jump. He was halfway to second before Leonardo pretty much even had a chance of getting it out of his glove. 0-2 count, though. Craig looking to shut the door in the second inning. Swing and a miss. So big swing and a miss there by Parisi, as Craig was able to battle back after a little bit of a miscommunication, comes away with the strikeout. That will do it for the top half of the second. We'll be back for the bottom of the second shortly. Back for the bottom of the second. Zach Dennis still on the bump. Still waiting for Parisi to come out with his gear, so threw a couple of more warm-ups. Scherer will lead off for the Stallions, followed by Somo and then Lato. So the two Franks and then Lato. 6, 7, 8 for the Stallions. First time I've seen this in a while. Umpires kind of enforcing the pitch clock. Parisi will throw that one down. I wasn't quite sure what happened after the top half of the second, or if you guys caught it at home, but Parisi said something towards the Stallions dugout, and then he struck out, and someone said something back to him. But let's leave it at that, but something did go down there. See if that continues. So here's Scherer, who had a nice game 2. Didn't play in game 1 on Thursday, had a nice game 2 for the Stallions at the plate. I did miss his double, so today his at-bats will be on recording. So he will be able to clip those, because I know Frank loves looking at that, which, I mean, he does well, so why not? He takes that one outside, so 1-0 to Scherer. A little bit of a change up there, called strike 1. Scherer lines that one up to center field for a base hit. Had to make sure that one got through. Martinez almost came out of nowhere to make that play, but was unable to. So Scherer continues his nice start to the summer with another hard hit ball up the middle. And that one is on tape, Frank. So here's Frank Somo, who was on the beginning of the connection with Scherer and Somo in the top half of the second. Let's see if they can continue that. First pitch outside, 1-0. So first pitch to both Scherer and Somo. Arm side miss by Dennis. So 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Somo in the driver's seat here with the 2-0. That one's inside, 3-0. So I would definitely expect him to not even take the bat off the shoulders here. Try to force Dennis to get himself back into the count. And that's smart, obviously. Beginning of the game, you're down 2 runs. You're looking for more base runners. 3-0. Called strike there. The automatic. It's 3-1. Somo was looking to get his first hit of the summer. That one's way outside, so ball 4 to Somo. So he works his way on base after the Scherer single. He works a walk here. So here's Lato, who played in game 1 of Thursday's doubleheader against the Tigers. Hitless in that one, so he's looking to get on the board as well for his first hit with the Stallions. Lato looks to square the bunt, and that one's fouled back. So the Stallions looking to get the runners over here. See if the bunt is still on or not, but they're looking to get the runners over here into scoring position for Leonardo and then Hale after that. Let's check and see if the bunt is still on, though. 0-1 to Lato. Dennis takes a couple of looks at Scherer. That one's in the dirt, 1-1. Knowing Frank, do not think he'll be stealing third, but I've seen crazier things happen on a baseball field, so we'll see. Stay tuned. The 1-1. Inside, but called strike there. So Lato, after fouling off the first pitch bunt, has attempted to swing away, hasn't swung, but the bunt is now off and was off. And obviously would not expect him to do that with 2 strikes now, but this is the 1-2 looking to put it in play. Lato does put it in play. That one's hit over to Quezada, to Martinez, to first, to Hampton. Double play. 5-4-3 double play there. That's a pitcher's best friend, especially for Zach Dennis. He got himself almost out of a pickle now. So Shero will get himself over to third on the ground ball. Somo obviously out on the first play of the double play, and then Lato retired there at first base. So here's Devin Leonardo. Had some good at-bats in his start on Thursday. That one's upstairs, 1-0. If you're Dennis here, you want to get Leonardo out because you do not want Josh Hale coming up next. Obviously, you're going to have to face him, but you don't want him, getting up with guys on base. You rather have that as a clean inning. The 1-0 called strike there. Great job by Parisi getting underneath that one. Dennis works very, very far left on the mound. It's a big swing there by Leonardo, swing and a miss. He's not the hardest thrower, but he is definitely locating very well, which is making everything else look more effective. When you hit your spots, that changes a lot. Here's the 1-2 to Leonardo. That one's inside, 2-2. It was very similar pitch to what Lato took in his at-bat. Inside, seemed like it looked like it was almost going to hit him. That one maybe a little more inside, but very similar spot. So Leonardo, even in the count here, 2-2. He fouls that one back. So great fight there by Leonardo to hang in here. Sheriff still at third. 2 outs, 2-2 count. 2-0 Kings, bottom of the second. A lot of twos. The 2-2. That one's in the dirt, 3-2. Leonardo working back here, battling, trying to get on so he can get Hale up to the plate with guys on base. Full count to Leonardo. He pops that one up. Let's see if it stays in play or not. That one's out. Hits the tree right over the dugout. So Leonardo battling here. Trying to do as much as he can. Do the best he can here to get on base. Taking the, he's taking the approach of what he used on Thursday. I was able to talk to him a little bit after the game. It was like, what changed for you? Obviously, he didn't like his at-bats in Tuesday's doubleheader. And he said, got to just be more aggressive. Why wait for a pitch when you know you're going to get it? The 3-2. Outside. So great at-bat there by Leonardo. And that's not what you want if you're the Sugar Kings. Stallions, arguably their best hitter so far this summer. Josh Hale will get up with first and third. The runners at the corners for Hale. He led off the game with that double to right field. The umpire's looking for baseballs again. So Dennis, 20 pitches in the inning, 38 total. So he's kind of had work a little bit. That one's up and away, ball 1. Here to Hale. That one's up 2-0. May work around him here. May not, now you're down 2-0. If you're the pitcher, you may not even want to give him anything to hit. May try to, try your luck with Tool. If you're Hale, you're looking for anything remotely close, and you're going to give it a ride. Here's the pitch. That one's up 3-0. Shera, extended lead there, but he gets back. Parisi gave him a look, didn't throw it, just wanted to let Shera know he knew he was there. 3-0 to Hale. Let's see if he gets the green light. This may be the first green light so far this summer for any Stallions hitter, and he would be the guy to get it. So let's see. That one inside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks to Leonardo and Hale. Didn't seem like they wanted no part of what Hale could do, and just 4 straight not even close for Hale to even really swing at. So Parisi will go talk to Dennis. That double play looms large right now because if that didn't happen, the Stallions would probably have a few runs on the board. Back-to-back innings, they've gotten guys on base. It's just now, can you get them in? A little bit of a conference there. Shara had that leadoff single. Somo with the walk. Leto with the double play. Leonardo with the walk. And now Hale with the walk. So 3 walks in the inning for Dennis. 42 pitches total, 24 this inning. If he's able to, Houdini act this one, this would be quite the first 2 innings for him. First visit for the Kings comes from Parisi, the catcher. Dennis plays for Penn State Abington when he's not for the Sugar Kings. So here's Trent Toole digging in. Called strike there, so Toole settles it down a little bit. Didn't want to swing just because, Dennis hasn't really been in the strike zone the past 7 pitches or so, but Toole 0 for 1 with that ground out to second base. The 0-1 is down in the dirt. I mean, this is a huge opportunity. I know I always say it, or I said it the other day, in the 7-inning game, every inning is that much more important just because you don't have as many, chances to score. So, you already squandered one opportunity. You have to come up with something here to put something on the board, at least get 1 run and get, some confidence there in the dugout. That one, big swing and a miss there by Toole. But anytime Dennis so far has been in trouble, he's been able to wiggle his way out. 1-2 count, 2 away, bases juiced. 1-2. Check swing there. Hale is in trouble. Scherer is going to have to try to score here before he is able to score, so the run will count. Hale will continue getting a run down. So the Stallions will get a run on the board there as Scherer was able to score as Hale got in the run down. Got caught there. Parisi was a very heads-up play, gets that ball to Hampton. Hale was able to get in the pickle long enough for Scherer to score, but the Stallions do get on the board. It will be 2-1 as we head to the top of the 3rd. Back for the top of the 3rd. New arm for the Stallions, James Whalen, who will be attending Wagner College in Staten Island coming this fall. He'll be making his first appearance for the Shore Stallions as he was in high school last week, now on the bump in a collegiate summer league game. Yeah, that's the only change so far. So Stallions get on the board if you guys missed that. Bases loaded. Toole took a pitch. Hale got caught off first, but was able to stay in long enough in the rundown for where Scherer can score from 3rd. So the Stallions get on the board. 2-1 game, top of the 3rd. We'll see how long Whalen stays in for, and then the Stallions will try to put up some zeros here and get back on the, get back in the dugout. Whalen from Toms River, New Jersey. Not too far from where we are here in Wool. So inning 3 of a 7-inning game, and we got another 7 after this. Starting a little earlier today. We're intending for 2:30. Didn't start at 2:30, more like 2:40. First pitch there, swing and a miss from Whalen. Last week I wasn't here to do the game, but I did find out the doubleheader wasn't able to be a full 7-inning in the back half just because it got dark out. So maybe 30 minutes can save some time. But we haven't had the best pace of play so far. Just into the top of the third, 56 minutes in. That was ball there from Whalen, a little bit of a curveball. The 1-1. Big swing there by Frankel, swing and a miss. So Whalen is up 1-2. One-two. Outside. 2-2 here to Frankel. The Stallions look like they have someone else warming up in the bullpen, so it seems like they're going to try to put an emphasis on getting all the arms in. 2-2, that's inside, 3-2. Frankel followed Parisi in the first inning with the RBI single as I wasn't able to get his name out of my mouth as he swung at the first pitch. So 2-2 here. That one's hit out to Hale in right field. He's going to make a little bit of a long run there, but he will make the catch. So on the run there, Hale makes the, nice little grab there. Nice grab there by Hale. So one away for Whalen. So some early thoughts about Whalen. Seems like he's not afraid to fill up the strike zone. He's going to put it in there. He's going to make you try to hit it. If you hit it, you hit it. If not, that's on you. But one away for Whalen is Kazeta, who is 0 for 1. Also got up in the first inning. He reached on the error. Inside ball 1. Not quite sure if he's going to bunt. Maybe it was just him he wanted to see a pitch and just why not play around with the pitcher's, eyesight. 1-0. That one's in there, 2-0. Anytime you score in that, previous inning, you're looking for a shutdown inning from your pitcher. 2-0 from Whalen. That one's inside, 3-0. So kind of lost the strike zone here for a moment. See if he can re-find it. 3-0. Inside call, strike. Comes from the windup. That one is low. Looked like a strike to me, but Blue did not agree. Didn't really like getting questioned about his call either, but that one was low. So instead, Malinini, who struck out his first time up on that high fastball from Craig. See what Whalen does here. So Quezada's on first, 1 out. That one's in the dirt. Good stop by Leonardo there, keeping it in front of him and not allowing Quezada to get the second on a wild pitch. So after getting that first out, Whalen seems like he's lost it a little bit. Called strike there from Whalen. See if we can get a little bit of the insight of the field as well. Put that up a little bit for you guys. The runner is going. Leonardo's throw is on the money. He got him. What a throw by Leonardo. Quezada will be caught stealing 2-6 there in your scorecard. Leonardo hasn't liked the way his summer has gone so far, but something like that will definitely get him going. Great throw there by Leonardo. Seemed like his first couple of throws were pretty much on the money. That one's outside. Bases are cleared. Whalen looking to dial back in, get that third out. That one's away for ball 4. So back-to-back walks there from Whalen as Collins will step up, who did get a hit in his first at-bat. Has been missing low and outside, so it's definitely one adjustment that needs to be made. Let's see if it is made. The runner is going, Malinini. Leonardo's going to try it again. Unable to make that play, but the Kings have put a strong emphasis on stealing bases. Called strike on Collins, so 0-1. A 1-0. Not a strike. I thought that was a strike, but I guess not. 2 outs. Malinini on second. Collins looking to bring him in. Called strike there from Whalen. Seems like he has a really good changeup. That's what it seems like. I'm getting the vibes from Whalen that he relies on that changeup heavily. Called strike there on Collins, so Whalen is up 1-2 in the count. So that first pitch on Malinini stealing, that was a ball. Now back-to-back strikes here from Whalen. He's looking to get his inning ender here. 1-2. That one's hit to Hallett. Hallett brings it together. Shera picks it up at first, and the inning is over. So Whalen retires the first one, walks a couple, but no run score. We're heading to the bottom of the third.
It's John from Stallions Security and Investigations. We have over 25 years experience in law enforcement, security, and investigative work. We are licensed in both states of New York and New Jersey. And if you're out of state, you can still give us a call. We'll find a way to get the job done. We under-promise and over-deliver. No job is too big or too small, so just give us a call at 917-297-7910. We'll get the job done for you, and we'll give you a couple of how you doings. It's John from Stallions Security and Investigations. We have over 25 years experience in law enforcement, security, and investigative work. We are licensed in both states of New York and New Jersey. And if you're out of state, you can still give us a call. We'll find a way to get the job done. We under-promise and over-deliver. No job is too big or too small, so just give us a call at 917-297-7910. We'll get the job done for you, and we'll give you a couple of how you doings. It's John from Stallions Security and Investigations. We have over 25 years experience in law enforcement, security, and investigative work. We are licensed in both states of New York and New Jersey. And if you're out of state, you can still give us a call. We'll find a way to get the job done. We under-promise and over-deliver. No job is too big or too small, so just give us a call at 917-297-7910. We'll get the job done for you, and we'll give you a couple of how you doings. It's John from Stallions Security and Investigations.
A little bit more of an extended break there. Just wanted to fix the umbrella so we have no overheating situations or battery losses today. We're back for the bottom of the third. Trent Toole will be back in the box just because Hale was caught on the pickoff there. So it'll be Toole, Hallett, and Rodriguez. Dennis still on the mound, 45 pitches in. Wouldn't expect him to go maybe 1 or 2 more innings. That's probably it, just because summer ball hasn't really been, especially in this league, it's not really about that. It's more of the, getting guys work and just staying sharp over the summer. No need to throw a guy 85, 90 pitches. A little bit of a hold up here. Someone is in need of a Band-Aid. So we're going to get that fixed up of a bloody knee. I was saying it before. The dirt is definitely too dry. Just want to lower that. We just don't need a ton of the background noise conversations. My apologies, guys. Not on your screen, but here he will run back out. Zeta with the, when he tried to steal, caught up his knee a little bit, but he gets that one fixed as he jogs back out to third. Tool ready to dig in here. Get the new life in his at-bat. Was down 1-2 in the previous inning, but now resets for him. Dennis back out for his third inning of work. Tool takes that one out to center field. Rhodes goes back. He's under it, and he makes the catch. So Tool gave that one a ride, not enough. And Rhodes comes in with that one. Had to go a little bit of a long way for that, but he had it all the way under control. 1 out for Dennis. 1 pitch, 1 out. So despite Dennis being in trouble pretty much every inning, the first 2 innings, he's only given up that 1 run, which has definitely saved his pitch count and his, him staying in this game. Hallett hits that one out to center. That is also caught by Rhodes. Didn't have to move very much, so 2 straight batters, 2 pitches, 2 outs on just lasers to center field. Had to move in slightly on that one, not as much work as the previous one, and Rhodes comes up with 2 in a row. So in steps Rodriguez. No, he's very aggressive, usually tends to be aggressive, but I wouldn't expect him to swing at this one. You don't want a 3-pitch inning. It's one of those unwritten rules of baseball. He does not swing, but there is a called strike. So 2 away. Base is clear for Rodriguez, so he's looking to get on for Brand. That one's inside, 1-1. Would prefer, those watching at home, it would be a lot easier. I know you guys can see everything, but I can't really see when lefty batters are up, so thank you for many more right-handers. Big swing and a miss there by Rodriguez. He was fooled by a little bit of an off-speed wrinkle. So 1-2, 2 away. Pitch. Rodriguez hits that one out to left center. That's going to be down for a base hit, so he's on the board with a hit. He'll take a big turn at first, but he'll hold there as Rhodes throws that one in to second base. So a 2-out single there for Rodriguez as he gets himself on the board with a hit today. So he's 1 for 2. So in steps Derek Brand, who struck out his first time up chasing, worked the count deep and then chased a high fastball to be retired in that one. But so Dennis had those, 2 pitches, 2 outs. Now Rodriguez a nice at bat, 4-pitch at bat single. So Stallions looking to do a little something here. That one's up and away, ball 1. Then after Brand will be Shera, who had a single last inning and scored on the pickoff, caught stealing pickoff play. Dennis is a lefty, so it's a little tough to run on lefties in general with Rodriguez at first. Doesn't really matter who's at first. Rodriguez can definitely run, but wouldn't expect anyone to really run with 2 outs, and it's just a little difficult with that left-hander. He can just get over there easily with the pickoff. The 1-1 to Brand. Called strike 2 there to Brand. This is a ball on the field that was taken care of. So 1-2. 1-2 count, 2 away. Dennis looking to end it. Outside 2-2. So 55 pitches so far for Dennis, 10 this inning. So 8 pitches since that, 2-pitch, 2-out situation. Brand almost gets hit in the head. That was up and in. Gets out of the way, so 3-2. So Rodriguez will be in motion here, he just has to make sure that Dennis is going home, and once he does that, then Rodriguez, runner not even being held on. All right, so Rodriguez will definitely be no threat of a pickoff, so he'll be good. So Brand puts this one out into the outfield. Rodriguez can get to third easily. He is in motion. Brand hits that one to second base. Martinez backs up on it, and he misses it. That one hits into right field, and Rodriguez will head over to third. So Collins gets that one in, as Dennis almost misses it as well, but he's able to keep it in front of him. But nice play there by Rodriguez, stealing on the full count as he gets over to third. So the corners are occupied for Frank Shera. Let's see if he can do what he did his last at-bat in the bottom of the second with a nice single up the middle. That would score a run here and tie the game up. Scherer hits that one right out to center field. Called off by Rhodes. He'll make the catch. So the inning would be over. So all three outs, all head out to center field, and no runs there for the Stallions. So we're going to go to the top of the fourth. Stallions are still down 2-1.
There are endless possibilities with Brookdale. Open the door to 75 different associate degree programs and university partnerships with Georgian Core, Kane, and Rutgers University. Plus, over 45 other transfer pathways to pursue a bachelor's degree at colleges and universities across the country and even internationally. Enjoy dual admission, guaranteed acceptance, and other benefits exclusively designed for Brookdale graduates. Brookdale offers access, affordability, and community. Start your future today. 732-224-2020. BrookdaleCC.edu. There are endless possibilities with Brookdale. Open the door to 75 different associate degree programs and university partnerships with Georgian Core, Kane, and Rutgers University. Plus, over 45 other transfer pathways to pursue a bachelor's degree at colleges and universities across the country and even internationally. Enjoy dual admission, guaranteed acceptance, and other benefits exclusively designed for Brookdale graduates. Brookdale offers access, affordability, and community. Start your future today. 732-224-2020. BrookdaleCC.edu. There are endless possibilities with Brookdale. Open the door to 75 different associate degree programs and university partnerships with Georgian Core, Kane, and Rutgers University. Plus, over 45 other transfer pathways to pursue a bachelor's degree at colleges and universities across the country and even internationally. Enjoy dual admission, guaranteed acceptance, and other benefits exclusively designed for Brookdale graduates. Brookdale offers access, affordability, and community. Start your future today. 732-224-2020. BrookdaleCC.edu.
Back for the top of the fourth. Whalen's still on the mound for the Stallions, but they do have the bullpen warming a little bit. So would expect Whalen to get through this one and probably be done for the day, as we will have a few more innings left to cover. Defensive substitution for the Stallions. Marinello will come into center for Trent Toole. Not quite sure what happened there. Maybe just a change or an injury. Not 100% sure what happened, but Toole is out of the game, and Marinello will replace him in center field. So Rhodes will lead off for the Sugar Kings, who had himself a very eventful inning as he caught every out and had to make some, moves to the left, move to the right, move in a little bit. He was able to make them all. So Whalen settles back in. 19 pitches in that first inning. Very, very solid start. A little bit of a, up and down, and then he was able to recover from that as he got the first batter out, and Frankel flew out to right. Then he had a couple of walks, but had that big play by Leonardo to catch Cozeta stealing at second. That one's inside 2-0, and Collins then ended the inning for Whalen. So far, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Kings, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error for the Stallions. That one's inside 3-0. So Whalen spraying it a little bit across the zone, looking to settle back in. 3-0. Called strike 1 right down the middle. Thank you to those tuning in on TJ Productions. I see we have some people watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Much, much more improved than it was Thursday. The 3-1. Inside ball 4. So leadoff batter, Rhodes gets on. It's been the theme for the Kings is stealing second pretty early in the count versus second pitch, so he probably will be in motion. So Whalen going to have to do a good job at keeping an eye on him as Albazoo digs in for the Kings. Getting a little breezy over here, making sure the umbrella doesn't fall down. Camera's safe and sound, though, so you guys would be okay on the at home. Called strike there from Whalen. Got to get ahead, then that's when you work in all your other pitches, and that's when you get to work. Get some outs. Let's see if Rhodes runs here. It does not run. That one is hit. A nubber up to first base. Scherer comes in on it a little bit, and Whalen makes a very, very athletic play there, tagging out Albazoo. That was a kind of in-the-middle type of play where you don't know if the pitcher's going to get it, you don't know if the first baseman's going to get it, maybe even the catcher. Scherer definitely came in on that one. A little too much, but no harm, no foul. Whalen was able to make the play on the tag. That was his only play there. That was the only way he was making that play. So Rhodes will get over to second. So pretty much the effect of if we were to sack bunt there. Wasn't a sack bunt. It just that had the effect of it. So in comes Martinez, who's 0 for 2. Those at-bats were against Craig, so he's probably happy he doesn't have to see him anymore. But pop out to second and a ground out to second for Martinez. That one's inside. So 1-0 to Martinez, 1 away. Whalen takes a couple looks at second. Then comes set. Bunt shown there by Martinez. He gets it down. Leonardo fields it, and he throws it away. Rhodes will score easily. Martinez will get into second base, and that's exactly what the Kings were looking for. That was not the best bunt, but he got it down. Martinez was looking to just probably get Rhodes over to third, and Leonardo was unable to make the play as he picked it up cleanly, and then just the throw was not good enough. So run will score there from Rhodes. He'll score on the error. Martinez will reach second on that same error. So 3-1 Kings, top of the fourth, as the run scores on an error. 2-base error. Here's Hampton. Big swing there by Hampton, swing and a miss. But Whalen looking to settle back in after a little bit of a defensive mishap. Couple of looks from Whalen. Way outside, that almost hits the camera. So ball one there. Martinez will get over to third on the wild pitch. So if you're the Stallions, you gotta try all you can here to not let another run score, because then you'll be down by 3, and the offense really hasn't been humming today. I know it was kind of similar to Thursday night's game when the Stallions did come back and win. It was the offense was very slow, but then they responded to the party. That one's low, 2-1. But you don't always want to make that your recipe of winning. You want to be the team that can get out there and get the lead first, which doesn't always happen, but it would be nice. The 2-1. That one is way up. Hampton gets out of the way there. So 3-1 in the driver's seat. This is not the guy you want to fall behind in the count against as well. But let's see what Whalen goes to here. Wouldn't be shocked if it was a little bit of that changeup action, just because Hampton's a threat. That one's outside, ball 4. Martinez takes a look, but he does not run home, so Hampton will get to first on the walk. Let's see if Whalen remains in this game as coach goes out for a mound visit. And it looks like he's signaling to the pen. We'll see exactly what happens here. Maybe just a mound visit, or he is taking the ball from Whalen. So Whalen's day will be over, and a new pitcher will be on for the Stallions.
The original Giuseppe's Pizza, located at 4300 Amboy Road in Staten Island, New York, has been serving up thin and crispy style pizza since 1979. They also have a wide assortment of specialty slices as well, including grandma pies and vodka pies. On top of their pizza, they also serve heroes, lasagnas, salads, and an assortment of other Italian meals. Call and pick up an order today at 718-227-8332 or come in and have a slice. The original Giuseppe's Pizza, located at 4300 Amboy Road in Staten Island, New York, has been serving up thin and crispy style pizza since 1979. They also have a wide assortment of specialty slices as well, including grandma pies and vodka pies. On top of their pizza, they also serve heroes, lasagnas, salads, and an assortment of other Italian meals. Call and pick up an order today at 718-227-8332 or come in and have a slice. The original Giuseppe's Pizza, located at 4300 Amboy Road in Staten Island, New York, has been serving up thin and crispy style pizza since 1979. They also have a wide assortment of specialty slices as well, including grandma pies and vodka pies. On top of their pizza, they also serve heroes, lasagnas, salads, and an assortment of other Italian meals. Call and pick up an order today at 718-227-8332 or come in and have a slice.
We are back. 3-1 Kings. First and third, one out. New pitcher for the Stallions, Cameron Galante, who made 2 appearances last week. Looked very, very good in both. So let's see if he can come out and save Whalen here from, surrendering some more runs. That's Parisi, 1 for 2. Called strike there on the fastball. The book is not closed on Whalen just yet, so when it is, I will get that to you. But for Craig, 2 innings, his first 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, and 1 strikeout for Craig, and then I'll get that Whalen line when that's closed. The runner is going. Hampton will go. He will get there easily with no throw. So second and third here for Parisi, who had a double in the first inning and then struck out his last at-bat. So 1-1 count here. Infield does come in as the Stallions trying to not let another run score. Good pitch there. Good run on that fastball right there. So he's up 1-2. 1-2 to Parisi. Comes set, he deals. That one's up 2-2. Big pitch here. Trying to get that second out. Strikeout don't hurt, obviously, because you don't move. The runners do not move. That one's hit up the middle. Hit off of Galante's glove, off of Lato's glove into center field for a base hit. Marinello now bobbles it, so both runs will score. And the throw is not in time, so Parisi will get to second. I mean, that was one of the closest plays you'll see just because it hit off of 2 gloves and then rolled into the outfield. But Parisi with the single and then reached second on the error, and Martinez and Hampton will both score. So 5-1 Kings, just like that. Swing and a miss there by Frankel. So Frankel also 1 for 2. He had that single in the first inning and was out his second time up. So he's looking to join Parisi as the back-to-back duo for the Kings that have multiple hits. Parisi hits that one out to Marinello. Also out to Hale. Hale will call that one off. He'll catch it. He'll get behind it. No tag there. So the runner, Parisi, will stay at second as Frankel is retired. So 2 away. Having a little bit of trouble seeing those balls head out to center. It seems like they're all head out to center and then they drift in their way over to right. You guys definitely probably have a better angle than I do. So 2 away for Galante. That one hits him. Cazeta is hit straight in the back. Be first and second, 2 away from Malinini. The line has been closed on Whalen, an inning in the third. No hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 walks. That's obviously the big number there. And yeah, for the 4 walks. So Stallions has a pitching staff so far, 3 2/3 total, 93 pitches. Not what you want at all. Malinini hits that one up to Lato. Lato comes in with that one. He makes the play. So the inning will be over, but 2 runs do score on the Parisi single and then advances second on the error. But 5-1 game. Kings over the Stallions.
Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams look really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about StreamYard is that the user interface is really simple to understand and can give you a professional look without a whole lot of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing next. Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams look really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about StreamYard is that the user interface is really simple to understand and can give you a professional look without a whole lot of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing next. Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams look really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about StreamYard is that the user interface is really simple to understand and can give you a professional look without a whole lot of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing next. Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams look really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about StreamYard is that the user interface is really simple to understand and can give you a professional look without a whole lot of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing next.
We are back for the bottom of the fourth. Changes for the Sugar Kings. Third baseman Elvis Quezada will go on the mound. First baseman Zach Hampton will move over to third, and DH Frankel will move to first base, so Dennis's day is over. So Dennis's line was 3 innings, 58 pitches, 3 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, 1 strikeout. He was dancing with trouble. He left 5 guys on base, so he was dancing with trouble. He was able to get out of it every inning. So let's see what Quezada can do for the Sugar Kings as they're looking for a 0 after scoring 2 runs, as he'll have to deal with Somo, Lato, and Leonardo. He should be just about done with his warm-ups. There's a little bit of a delay just because the umpires had to know, the changes. In steps Somo, who walked his first time up. Stallions looking for any spark they can get. Offense has been flat so far, and the defense hasn't really helped their pitchers along with the walks. Kind of very similar story to Game 2 before the turnaround. So let's see. Called strike there. Let's see if the Stallions can have, a little bit of that moment that they had last Thursday night. Swing and a miss there. So Somo down quickly, 0-2. Somo very early on that one fouls it down the left field line. So 3 errors from the Stallions. I know I mentioned it early on. They lead the ACBL. We're coming into today. Obviously, that's going to continue to stand. Lead the ACBL. That's outside 2-2. Lead the ACBL 1-2. My apologies. They lead the ACBL in errors, and it's only continuing with the 3 that they have so far. The 1-2. Big swing and a miss. That was a big looper there by Quezada. That was a nasty pitch, and he got Somo fooled very early on that one. So in steps Lato, who grounded into a double play his first time up after the Sheriff single and Somo walk. He was sandwiched in with the walks after as well with that double play. Looking to get on base here. Big swing and a miss again. Sweeper action from Quezada. My apologies if I'm saying the names wrong from the Sugar Kings. I did not get any pronunciation guide beforehand. Lato hits that one out to Malinini. He catches it on the catch there, so he'll go down 2 away. I wasn't quite sure if that was caught or not, but it was caught. So 2 outs for the Sugar Kings. Leonardo walked his first time up. Very, very productive at bat. So he's had a good day so far. Throwing out the runner at second, and then, working a walk as well. Looking to keep that magic up. Outside 1-0. Outside 2-0. Don't want to lose Leonardo if you're Quezada, just because Hale is looming. If you're Leonardo, 2-0 here, this is your pitch. Continue some productive at-bats and good play. Big looper, more of a curveball. That's in there for a strike. A little bit of a gust of wind. Umbrella is hanging on. Big swing again. So you've seen every batter so far this inning get fooled by that big looper, sweeper type of thing. Leonardo pops that one up to Frankel. That is out of play. So 2-2, 2 outs. Leonardo trots his way back to batter's box after fouling that one off. Couldn't really tell right away if that was going to be fair or not, but it did stay out of play for Leonardo. Very impressive inning so far from Quezada. See if he can end it as strong as he started it. 2-2. Leonardo fouls that one straight back. So, bottom of the fourth of a 7-inning game. Have another 7-inning game coming up. Take a probably about 25-30 minute break in between game 1 and game 2. That one's way outside 3-2. So Leonardo looking to draw back-to-back walks. Who's had really good at-bats today. You know, fouling off pitches, taking close pitches, knowing the strike zone well, not chasing. He's doing well. 3-2. That one is called strike 3. That was looked like it was a little bit up, but it looped back into the strike zone. So that'll do it for 5-1 Kings. We'll be back.
Patrizia's of Staten Island, located at 4255 Amboy Road in Staten Island, New York, has been serving up authentic Italian dishes for over 25 years, including chicken and eggplant parm, margarita pizzas, seafood dishes, and pasta dishes. Join us every Thursday for our Tomahawk Thursday special. You get a 48-ounce ribeye tomahawk steak, a bottle of wine, and your choice of potatoes for $119. Give us a call to make a reservation at 718-317-6600. Patrizia's of Staten Island, located at 4255 Amboy Road in Staten Island, New York, has been serving up authentic Italian dishes for over 25 years, including chicken and eggplant parm, margarita pizzas, seafood dishes, and pasta dishes. Join us every Thursday for our Tomahawk Thursday special. You get a 48-ounce ribeye tomahawk steak, a bottle of wine, and your choice of potatoes for $119. Give us a call to make a reservation at 718-317-6600. Patrizia's of Staten Island, located at 4255 Amboy Road in Staten Island, New York, has been serving up authentic Italian dishes for over 25 years, including chicken and eggplant parm, margarita pizzas, seafood dishes, and pasta dishes. Join us every Thursday for our Tomahawk Thursday special. You get a 48-ounce ribeye tomahawk steak, a bottle of wine, and your choice of potatoes for $119. Give us a call to make a reservation at 718-317-6600. Patrizia's of Staten Island, located at 4255 Amboy Road in Staten Island, New York, has been serving up authentic Italian dishes for over 25 years, including chicken and eggplant parm, margarita pizzas, seafood dishes, and pasta dishes. Join us every Thursday for our Tomahawk Thursday special. You get a 48-ounce ribeye tomahawk steak, a bottle of wine, and your choice of potatoes for $119. Give us a call to make a reservation at 718-317-6600.
For the Stallions, Michael Hoser, who pitched last Tuesday and Thursday as well. So third appearance. Hasn't gone more than an inning yet, so we'll see how much he goes today as the Stallions look to put up another 0 and hope they can get some runs on the board, as they also have another guy warming up in their bullpen as well. So it may just be an inning stint here and then pass it along to the next guy. 5-1 Kings, top of the fifth. Stallions have not scored since that pickle pickoff play, I like to call it, from Hale when Sheriff scored. They have not scored since then. Really haven't had many base runners either. After the first 2 innings, a lot of traffic, and weren't able to take advantage of it. Here's Holzer. Called strike one there for Holzer. But a very good outing on Thursday. I know. There we go. We should be good. Sometimes the camera can't take the heat too much. Just like us, we need some water. Maybe the camera needs some H2O. Called strike there from Holzer, so he's up 1-2 over Collins. So it would be Collins, Rhodes, and Albazoo for Sugar Kings. But you not always see this. Their 7, 8, 9 hitters are their outfielders, right fielder, center fielder, and left fielder. 1-2 from Holzer. That one's behind Collins. Doesn't hit him. So it's 2-2 count. Leonardo tried to sprawl out and get that one. There's no way he's getting that. 2-2. First batter for Holzer. That one's hit down the Shera. He gobbles that one up and steps on the bag, one away. So hard hit ball there from Collins. Shera stays right in front of it. Stepped on the bag, nice and easy, 1 out. So here's Rhodes, who's had some day in center field. He's been very, very active out there, and at the plate he grounded out to short and wall. But yeah, in center field, he's been manning center field very, very well out there. First pitch. That one gets inside. Does not hit him either, but it is a ball. Gonna have to readjust the umbrella again. We're playing games with the sun here, as it now in the 4 o'clock hour. 1-0 to Holzer, to Rhodes. That one's low, 2-0. Don't want to let Rhodes get on here. The Kings have been very, very aggressive on the bases with the stealing, getting guys in motion, just trying to do whatever they can to get some easy runs, and it's worked for them. They've done a good job at it. Stealing 4 bases so far today. Well, Hampton has 3 of them, but still they have had 4 stolen bases and have tried for 5. That one's a ball to Rhodes, so 3-0 count. Wouldn't expect Rhodes to swing at this one. 3-0. Outside, ball 4. So after the ground out to Shera, next at bat, 4-pitch walk to Rhodes. So Albazoo, and then back to the top of Martinez. Here's Albazoo, 0 for 2. Outside, 1-0. Flew out to Hale and grounded out to Shera his first 2 times up. Let's see if Rhodes is in motion here. Didn't steal before, which I was kind of shocked by, but we'll keep an eye on it. Looks like he wants to go. That one's low, 2-0. So 6 straight out of the zone for Holzer. See if he can find it. That make it 7. So 3-0 count here. Stallions bullpen is warming. Not sure if that's for this inning or next, but let's keep an eye on that. You don't want the Kings to continue to pad the lead and make it a little bit more out of reach. Called strike there. So Holzer refines the strike zone there after 7 straight out of the zone. Leonardo sets up back there, giving him a nice target. That one's low, ball four. So back-to-back walks from Holzer as it brings up Martinez, who is the leadoff hitter, but is 0 for 3 as well. So let's see. He has put the ball in play. Popped out to second, grounded out to third, and also grounded out to short. So he's been putting the ball in play, making the fielders make some plays. And on this field, we've talked about this a little bit so far. On this field, the play is not a guarantee. These seems like these hops, the ball will take some weird hops on this field. So it's not a guarantee. That one smacked to right field, out to Hale for a base hit. Rhodes will take a lead. Rhodes will not score on that. That was hit very hard. So Hale gets it into Sherrow, but Rhodes will get over to third, Albazoo over to second, and Martinez gets on the board. So, you know, sometimes you get rewarded when you continue to put the ball in play, you will get rewarded for it. So bases loaded for the Kings with 1 out, and Zach Hampton, who's as advertised with the, you know, hit by pitch, the single to left. He's been getting on base and stealing bases as well with these 3 stolen bases so far today. The double play would go huge here. Keep the lead at 5-1 and get you out of the inning. That one's upstairs, 1-0. Don't know if you'll be able to double up Hampton just because of the speed, but depends how hard hit the ball is, where it's hit, all those type of things. Your Holzer, you got to work some magic like you did against the Tigers Thursday night. Got to try to keep you here at 5-1 and hope that your offense can respond and wake up. Outside 2-0. You know, those are the type of moments where if you get a double play here, get out of this inning with no runs, that can get the offense sparked up a little bit. Two-0 to Hampton. That one's fouled down the left field line. So very aggressive swing by Hampton. He wanted to go and get that one. You know, despite Holzer not being in the zone, when you got a hitter like Hampton, you're not afraid to pull the trigger because you know, okay, I got the pitch I wanted to look for there. I didn't hit it. I have another shot. 2-1. Another foul ball. Same exact spot. Heads up to those sitting down the left field line. You're in the danger zone over there when Hampton's up. As the umpire continues to look for baseballs. I'm not sure if they're getting returned or not, but they're going like hot plates. So 2-2 to Hampton. Looking for a big strikeout here. Will he get it? Fouled straight back. Let's see what pitch he goes to here. 20 pitches in total in the inning, but let's see what specific pitch he goes to here to try to maybe get that strikeout. Two. Swing and a miss as he almost takes our GoPro out. Didn't think it would be able to get hit up there, but it did. Definitely moved a little bit. We'll have to readjust it. We'll definitely readjust that in between innings as it slanted over a little bit, but didn't think it was going to get hit up there, but Hampton found a way. Two, 1 out. The battle continues. That one's hit out to Hale. Hale's right there with it. He'll make the catch, but Rhodes will definitely tag up, and he will. He'll score. Albazoo will get over to third. Martinez will hold that first. So Hampton does a job for the Sugar Kings. Sack fly there in the books. And everyone will move up a base except Martinez. He'll hold that first. So runners at the corners, 2 away for Parisi, who's 2 for 3. He's had a really good day as well. The 2-3-4 for the Sugar Kings have been outstanding in game 1. Now let's see if Martinez is in motion. I wouldn't even be shocked the way they've been running the bases today. Stallions looking for anything. They you know, a diving play here, something can get these guys some kind of spark because they don't have it right now. Martinez is in motion. Leonardo's going to let it go. Safe at second. Good throw there by Leonardo, but he was not able to get it there in time. Good tag by Lato as well. Got that tag down as quick as he could. Martinez gets in there to second. Two outs, second and third. Another huge situation. Want to keep this at a 5-run game. Outside, 1-1. So 1-1. Sorry, guys, again for the outside noise. The 1-1. Low, 2-1. I was shocked by that. It took me a second. So 2-1 to Parisi, who was 2 for 3, had that double and a single and a strikeout. Called strike there, so even up at 2-2. Holzer shakes off. Now he agrees with Leonardo. The 2-2. Big pitch here. That one's hit out to right field. Hale's going to go back. He will not be able to get that. That'll be down for a hit. Parisi will get to second. Both runs will score. Abazu and Martinez will both cruise in easily as Parisi continues his terrific day at the plate, making himself 3 for 4. 8-1 Kings. That might be the one that you look back on and kind of take you out of range if you're the Stallions are getting back into this game. Walks always come back to hurt you. That's a big thing, and we've seen it so far today. Walks and errors come back to hurt. That one's hit out to Marinello. Marinello comes in, charges. Caught by Hallett. Hallett all the way from shortstop to right center to make the play. That'll do it for 4.5. Kings up 8-1.
Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams look really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about StreamYard is that the user interface is really simple to understand and can give you a professional look without a whole lot of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing next. Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams look really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about StreamYard is that the user interface is really simple to understand and can give you a professional look without a whole lot of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing next. Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams look really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about StreamYard is that the user interface is really simple to understand and can give you a professional look without a whole lot of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing next. Live streaming can be tricky, and sometimes trying to find the right software to make your streams look really professional can be a real chore. The thing I like about StreamYard is that the user interface is really simple to understand and can give you a professional look without a whole lot of trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing next.
Back for the bottom of the 5th. Stallions down 8-1. Kazeta still on the mound for the Sugar Kings. I would expect him to probably go another inning or two just because they forfeited the DH, so they're going to have to either roll with him the rest of the way or use another two-way that they have. So for the Stallions, Hale, Marinello, and Hallett, as Marinello will take his first at-bat since coming in for Toole. Let's see if the Stallions respond here. 3 runs scored on the top half of the inning. 6 unanswered now from the Kings as they scored 3 in the top of the 4th and now 3 in the top of the 5th to make it 8-1. Hale takes that one inside 1-0. Kings now have 8 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Stallions have 1 run, 3 hits, 3 errors. That looping sweeper there in the dirt, 2-0. So 2-0 for Hale. Hale hits that one through the hole. Oh, nice play by Hampton. Spinorama, and he got him at first. I mean, Hampton has done it all today for the Sugar Kings. Playing first, playing third, getting hits, everything for the... That one looked like it was ticketed for left field. Showing off the range. When you retire Hale, that means you did something well because he doesn't really get out that often. So here's Marinello taking his first at-bat of the day as he came in the 4th, my apologies. He came in for the top of the 4th. There's been another guy that's been getting on base a lot for the Stallions. Starting a few games, coming in at the back end of a few games. So all those watching, thanks for tuning in on TJ Productions, and a big shout out to Jake Biggie Mills for making this all happen. Obviously, he's the man behind the scenes that makes this all go. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Obviously, not the result you want. Obviously, most Stallions fans watching, not what you want, but still time left in this game, and obviously whole nother game to go after this to try to get a win out of this one. At least win one of these today. Come away with a split is not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, you want to sweep, but you don't want to get swept. So 2-2 for Marinello, way outside 3-2. So he continues to work good at-bats, obviously spanning from last week all the way to now. So full count to Marinello. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 there to Marinello. Some heat outside, and he got him. Stallions just been in a rut today. I got to say, the bats are not clicking. And the Kings are throwing strikes. That's a big difference, I think, from last week to this week. From seeing the stats of last week's games, obviously I wasn't here in person. There's a lot of walks. That hasn't been the case from the Kings today. They're attacking the strike zone. Called strike 1 there to Hallett. Hallett 0 for 1 and a walk. He flew out to center his last time up. Another sweeper in there for a strike. It seems like Quezada has a little bit of a harder, sharper slider, and then that one that little sweeps a little bit more. 0-2 for Hallett. Pitch. Called strike 3. Hallett did not like the call there, so back to back to back. Slider or sweepers there. And we will go to the top of the 6th. Stallions down 8-1.
Presto Stats is the modern solution for live stat entry and reporting. Built to be accurate, efficient, and simple for athletic programs of any size. Start by entering your roster. Once it's in Presto Stats, it's instantly shared across your league, so you'll never re-enter or upload an opponent's roster again. Choose any event from your schedule. Add rules or details, set your starters, and you're ready to track stats in seconds. With Presto Sync, that same data can drive your scoreboard or video board in real time. Presto Stats guides you every step of the way. Our intuitive design and built-in intelligence make live entry fast, easy, and accurate. And if your internet drops, you can keep statting offline, and your data will sync once you're reconnected. Your data is automatically, or with one click for NCAA customers, submitted to your association. And by using advanced reports, you give coaches and staff deeper insights. When combined with record books, your stats go further, building your legacy with a dynamic, website-ready record of your program's history and achievements. Presto Stats and Record Books, the perfect 1-2 combination built to power the modern athletics program. Presto Stats is the modern solution for live stat entry and reporting. Built to be accurate, efficient, and simple for athletic programs of any size. Start by entering your roster. Once it's in Presto Stats, it's instantly shared across your league, so you'll never re-enter or upload an opponent's roster again. Choose any event from your schedule, add rules or details, set your starters, and you're ready to track stats in seconds. With Presto Sync, that same data can drive your scoreboard or video board in real time. Presto Stats guides you every step of the way. Our intuitive design and built-in intelligence make live entry fast, easy, and accurate.
We are back for the top of the sixth. New pitcher for the Shore Stallions, George Wanaka from Staten Island, New York, St. Vincent College, out a little bit outside Pittsburgh. First pitch from Wanaka. That one is hit to Somo. Back to Hallett. He throws it away. And Quezada will get the extra base. That was a ricochet off Somo to Hallett over Scherer's head. And Quezada will get to second on the overthrow that went over the fence. You know, that's a normal 5-3 in your scorecard turns into that. That's just been, I think, representative of the type of day the Stallions have been facing today. Wanaka gets what he needs there, a nice first pitch ground ball, and turns into that. Bunt there. Wanaka will field. And he's unable to, Scherer's unable to come up with it. And he's banged up as well. So that was the bunt to Wanaka, bunt single to Wanaka. He throws it to Scherer. Scherer was unable to handle it. A little bit of an awkward throw as well, so it was tough to catch. And Scherer shaking out his leg, or his ankle or something. And Malinini gets on with the bunt. So first and third for the Sugar Kings. They're in business again with Collins stepping up now. I got to say, the Stallions dugout has been pretty much dead silent for the past 3 innings. They're just not, you know, they're not happy, obviously. You're not going to be happy with a game like this, and I don't really have many words to put out there. That's just been representative of the day. You get a ground ball to third, should have been an out. You get a bunt, that should have been an out, and both of them are not outs. That one's up 2-0. That was not a single, that was an error. So if you're following Game Changer, that was definitely an error. Not the best throw, but probably could have been caught. But back-to-back errors. Wanaka now, that one hits the back fence. 3-0. You know, it's very, sometimes people are going to get upset about it and not happy, but it's tough for a pitcher. You get 2 outs you should have had. Probably should have no one on base right now, and it's tough to settle back in and, you know, rekindle it. But 3-0 to Collins. That one's upstairs, ball 4. So bases are juiced for Rhodes. And the Sugar Kings are going to look to continue to add on to that 8-1 lead. Rhodes 0 for 1. 0 for 1 with 2 back-to-back walks, I should say. That one's popped up. Somo looking to call it off. He will call it off, and he will catch it. He had to go a very long way for that one. He ran from third to nearly home plate. So Wanaka gets his first out as Somo runs a country mile to catch that pop-up. So bases remain loaded with 1 out for Albazu. Wanaka looking for a double play to get out of this. Shouldn't have been in this place to begin with, but now he's looking to, you know, get gritty here and get that double play. See if he could do it. But Martinez on deck. Called strike 1 there to Albazu. Albazu's 0 for 2 with a walk. Flew out to right, ground out to first, and walked his last time up. 0-1. In the dirt, good stop by Leonardo. Seemed like a little bit of an off-speed that he choked a little bit there. But 1-1 count, no harm, no foul. No runs scored on that one. Wind picks up a little bit here. Get a little more breezier. 1-1. That one's fouled back. into the trees, 1-2. So Wanaka ahead here, looking for a strikeout. I know I mentioned the double play, but the strikeout don't hurt either. Looking to claw his way out of a big situation here. Bases loaded, 1 out, the 1-2. Called strike 3. Nice slider there by Wanaka as he gets another out, 2 away. So standing in the way of Wanaka getting out of this inning is Axel Martinez, who was 1 for 4 in the day, got his hit his last time up, which was last inning. It was a pop out to second his first time up, grounded out to short, a ground, reach on an error to third, and then a single to right field. Wanaka's first pitch is up. One and 0 to Martinez. Wanaka has battled back from the bases loaded jam to 2 outs. That one's up 2-0. Very similar pitch right there. Looking to get that last out and hold the Kings to an 8-1 lead. Top of the 6th of a 7-inning game, so this one's getting late for the Stallions. Pitch. That one's up also 3-0. So 3 pitches in a row. The umpire is not pleasured with that one. I mean, I never really understood that. I mean, pitcher's just asking where it is. I mean, he's not focused on that. That one's ball 4. So a run will score for the Kings. Quezada will score and make it 9-1. Last one seemed like it could have been a strike, but it wasn't. That one's fouled back by Hampton. Hampton's been very aggressive today. Every time he's been up there. Hit by a pitch, single walk, and had that sac fly his last time up. This was a 2-1 ball game heading into the 4th inning, and the Kings have scored 7 straight runs without a response from the Shore Stallions. That one's way outside. The runner will come home, and he will be safe. Leonardo throws it away as Malinini will score on the wild pitch. Hallett comes in to retrieve it. This hasn't been a good day for the Stallions. Don't know if he would have had him at home. But we won't know just because it was not a good throw. 10-1 Kings. That pitch from Wanaka's outside, 2-1. Wanaka looking to get out of this inning. Called strike 1. Called strike 2. My apologies. Readjust this for you guys so you can see clearly. Got to fix the camera again in between innings. It got a little bit altered. Hampton flies that one out to left. Brand's coming in on it. Wind is playing tricks. Marinello will make the catch there. So Wanaka gets out of that inning. But 2 runs do score. So the Kings will be up 2-1 heading to the bottom of the 6th. Back for the bottom of the 6th. Rodriguez will lead it off for the Stallions. Quezada's still out there for the Kings. Called strike 1. We'll readjust the camera as well after this inning. It's been getting hit. Fences getting in the way. That one's fouled away. Quickly down 0-2 is Rodriguez. At this point, you know, down 9 runs, obviously a comeback would be something incredible. But if you're the Stallions, you're just trying to get some momentum to head into game 2. Very similar exactly to what happened in Thursday's doubleheader. Game 1 didn't go their way. They scored a couple of runs at the end. Rodriguez fouls that one straight back. And then you win game 2. That could be the formula here. Another 0-2 from Quezada. Rodriguez hits that one out to right field. Caught by Collins. He was playing very, very shallow, but it worked out for him as the pop fly is caught by Collins. Here's Derek Brand, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and reached on an error. Here's Brand. Brand smacks that one out to right center. That gets past Collins. Brand's going to definitely try to get to second. He will try for third. Let's see. And he will. Rhodes gets that one in, and that would not even be close. Brand gets to third, so a smoke single from Brand. And a 2-base error there by Collins. Collins got burned there by playing a little shallow. Looked like he was going to try to catch it. Didn't catch it. Landed in front of him, then just continued to pass by him. So Brand winds up at third. Shera looking to get him in. Called strike 1 to Shera. Shera takes another strike there. 0-2 for Shera. Shera hits that one to Malinini. That will get in a run. Shera grounds out 6-3 in your scorecard. RBI ground out for Shera as Brand trots his way home. 10-2 Kings. So like I said before this inning started, that could be the formula. You know, it doesn't look like you're going to come back and win the game, but at least have some fight and do something to get some momentum going into game 2. Here's Soma, 0 for 2 today. 0 for 1, my apologies. That's ball 1 there to Soma. He walked and then struck out his last time up. Just over 2 hours in this game. Still have another game after this. Outside 2-0. We'll probably take a 25, 30-minute break after game 1, but we still have another inning as well. So 2-0 to Soma. Somo hits that one down the third, and he'll take it. A crazy hop that jumped right over Hampton's head, and Somo collects his first hit as a Stallion. Crazy hop there. I mean, that looked like it was going to Hampton's glove, and it bounced directly over his head. So 2 away for Lato. Somo on first. Lato looking to join the party as get his first hit with the Stallions. So I'm going to miss again. Get a nice gust of wind there. Feels good. A little bit of a warning there. the umpire to make sure the pitcher takes a look at the batter before he comes set. That one's inside 1-1. Not quite sure why he had to pull out the theatrics with the loud voice, but message was sent. That one's in the dirt, 2-1. The 2-1 to Lato. 0 for 2 today. Grounded in the double play and hit that line out to short his last time up. Lato fouls that one into the dugout. Two to Lato. Uzada comes set. 41 pitches in for his night. Swing and a miss. Another impressive slider from Quezada, and he continues to show he can do it all. We're going to go to the 7th. Back for the top of the 7th. New pitcher on the mound for the Stallions. Milo Condren making his season debut as well for the Stallions. Bucks County Community College product from Jenkintown, Pennsylvania. You don't always see Pennsylvania guys in this league, but Stallions do have one. And they've had another one in the past, so hopefully he can replicate what the other Pennsylvania man did a few years ago for the Shore Stallions, Ralph Gariano, if you're watching. Hopefully your man Milo can show some Pennsylvania love. Leading off for the Sugar Kings, Andrew Parisi, who's been a tough out today. Very, very tough out today. Called strike there to Parisi. In this situation, down 10-2, just looking to get in there, get some outs, and then hope, you know, the offense can put something together. Inside 1-1. Parisi 3 for 4. Double, a single, and another double. That one's fouled straight back. I think they're trying to break our camera today. So 1-2 to Parisi. Every time I readjust the camera, it gets moved, of course. 1-2 from Condren. It's off the bat. The knob of the bat, foul ball. One, two. Up and away, 2-2. Talking with Condren before the game, coming off injury. Not his throwing arm, but still an injury that he's trying to adjust to get himself back. His first outing in a very long time. The 2-2. That one hits him. That one looked like it was destined to Parisi's back when it came out of his hand. You can always tell sometimes when you get hit by a pitch, or it looks like you're going to get hit by a pitch. It comes right in there and tough. But you're looking for Condren here to just get those few outs and get the boys back in the dugout and then get to your next game. That one's hit down the Shera. That will go foul. So no play there. There's Jake Frankel, 1 for 4. 4-hitter for the Sugar Kings. Led off his first at bat of the day with that single up the middle. Has flew out to right field twice and popped up to short after that. Condren likes what he sees from Leonardo. He comes set, he throws. That one's down and away. Condren not a big leg lift guy, you can tell. He's kind of more of a, quick to the plate type of thing. Doesn't really want to get that leg action in there, which is seeing more of a trend of that. Slide step in it. Frankel hits that one out to center. Marinello's under it. Drifts back. He makes the catch. Seemed like he lost it for a second, but he was in the vicinity, so he was able to make the play. So 1 away for Condren. Parisi will run right back to first. So 10-2 Kings. 1 away. Here's Quezada. Hasn't had success at the plate, but he's looked really good on the mound. Don't know if he'll go back out there for the bottom of the 7th. We'll keep an eye on that. But he reached base on an error twice and walked and got hit by a pitcher. He's gotten on base, just no hits to show for it, which is the beauty of baseball. You can get on base 4 times without 1 hit. So the Kings might be trying to, steal another run, try to make up for the 1 run they just. Quezada calls timeout, fixes his batting glove and his equipment. The Kings are looking to get that run back they just let up. Stallions looking to put up a 0. I promise, guys, that camera was set up perfectly, and then boom, 1 foul ball, and it got in the way. Pitch. Outside, 1-1. So, looking through the Sugar Kings roster, doing some work on them. Have not used any of their regular pitchers yet. They've used 2 two-ways in Dennis and Quezada. That one's hit out to Hale. Hale will come in on it. The wind is definitely blowing it over. He makes the catch, though. Nice running grab from Hale. So 2 away. Parisi slides right back to first again. Definitely a little breezy, and you can tell the ball's getting hit up, and anything hit to center is kind of getting pushed over. And that one was hit straight to right and got pushed over all the way pretty much to the line. In steps Malinini, who's 0 for 3. Faced Wanaka last inning, reached on that throwaway. Called strike there. He flew out to right his first time up, walked, grounded out to second, and then reached on the error his last time up. 7-inning game, you don't normally see guys get up 5 or 6 times, but that's what we're seeing today for the Kings. Big swing and a miss there again from Malinini. So Condren's up 0-2. So after that first batter hit by pitch, he's definitely settled in a little bit, especially not having played for a long time. The runner does go. That one's low and in, no throw, and didn't have a chance. And Parisi takes second. Stolen base there for Parisi. 1-2 count to Malinini. Condren looking to get his ender right here. As the Kings do have someone warming up. Don't know if that's just insurance or he's definitely going in. Malinini fouls that one away. Waste it. I just wanted to get you guys an update just because, you know, the Stallions have just thrown too many pitches today. Pitches in general. This is 6 2/3, 159 pitches as a pitching staff. That is not even close to what you want. That one gets away from Leonardo, and Parisi will get over to third. Yeah, too many pitches from the Stallions. I think that's the themes you can take away. You know, if I talk to Coach Downey after this one, he would say the same. Errors, walks. It's 8 walks, 3 hit by pitches. That's 11 free passes, and the errors, 5 errors today from the Stallions. Called strike 3 there. So Condren gets his ender there, and the Stallions will head to the bottom of the 7th, down 8 runs. Let's see if we see some magic happen. Stay tuned.
It's John from Stallions Security and Investigations. We have over 25 years experience in law enforcement, security, and investigative work. We are licensed in both states of New York and New Jersey. And if you're out of state, you can still give us a call. We'll find a way to get the job done. We under-promise and over-deliver. No job is too big or too small, so just give us a call at 917-297-7910. We'll get the job done for you, and we'll give you a couple of how you doings. It's John from Stallions Security and Investigations. We have over 25 years experience in law enforcement, security, and investigative work. We are licensed in both states of New York and New Jersey. And if you're out of state, you can still give us a call. We'll find a way to get the job done. We under-promise and over-deliver. No job is too big or too small, so just give us a call at 917-297-7910. We'll get the job done for you, and we'll give you a couple of how you doings. It's John from Stallions Security and Investigations. We have over 25 years experience in law enforcement, security, and investigative work. We are licensed in both states of New York and New Jersey. And if you're out of state, you can still give us a call. We'll find a way to get the job done. We under-promise and over-deliver. No job is too big or too small, so just give us a call at 917-297-7910. We'll get the job done for you, and we'll give you a couple of how you doings.
Back for the bottom of the 7th. New pitcher for the Sugar Kings. So I was right. They did have someone warming up, and that man is Liam Hester from Centenary University, Division III program in the Atlantic East Conference. I've actually played against them in the beginning of my college career. So I did not come across Hester just because I'm a few years older than him, but he is a member of Centenary and also from Bayonne, New Jersey. So let's see if the Stallions can get the rally started here, score some runs at least, get it a little closer. You never know. You never know. Crazy things have happened, but Leonardo will start it off for the Stallions. Don't think we'll see any pinch hitters. I think we're just going to roll with what they have just because there's not a lot of healthy guys on the team right now. Throw down there from Parisi. Hester for the Kings looking to get, 1, 2, 3, end this thing. And for Leonardo, trying to continue his good day at the plate. Did strike out his last time up. Struck out looking, but he walked his first plate appearance, his 3rd at-bat of the night for Leonardo. After this one's over, we'll take a short break, and we'll be back for Game 2. You guys will have to go to the next link that is there. Leonardo hits that one to Malinini. He comes forward. He throws it first. He is out. So Frankel stretches big there and makes the play. But like I was just saying, Game 1, when Game 1's over, we will close out this stream. You guys will have to join us. The link is right there in the bio and also on the YouTube page, Game 2 link. And you guys will have to open that up, and you'll be good for Game 2. And as soon as this one's over, we'll wrap this one up. Hopefully the Stallions can regroup here. There's Josh Hale, 1 for 2. Robbed of a hit before by Hampton. Thought that one was, going into left field, and then Hampton came out of nowhere to make the play. Approaching 5 o'clock, 4:58. This game's definitely gone a little over what we thought. 7-inning game. That one's inside ball 2. Two-0 to Hell. Up 3-0. So 3-0 to Hell. That one's up, ball 4. So once again, they've done this a few times today where they really want no part of Hale. They'd just rather pass it along to the next one. So here's Marinello, struck out his first time up. He came in for Toole halfway through the game. If we remember, Toole was out of the game after 3 innings. Not quite sure what exactly happened with that, but Marinello came in halfway through. Called strike. That was definitely outside, but in a game like this, 10-2, the zone will definitely expand a little bit. The 0-1 Marinello. Marinello hits that one out to center. Collins and Rhodes colliding with it. Collins will make the catch, calls off Rhodes, and 2 away. I got to say, I got to give these guys credit in the outfield. I don't know how they're seeing it that well because I'm not seeing it well. A hit out there, just like the weird the fence, you know, we have the overhead. You guys can't see it on stream, but overhead hanger of the fence, which, you know, you don't really see that on college level fields, but we have it here, and it kind of plays some tricks on you. When it gets hit up in the air, it gets lost in there a little bit. Here's Hallett 0 for 2, looking to get on the board with his first hit of the day. He hits that one out to right. Collins will camp under it, and he will make the catch. So the game is over. Hester comes in, lets up 1 base runner, but it does not let up any runs, so the game will be over, and the Sugar Kings will win 10-2. Stay with us. We're going to be back for Game 2 in about 30 minutes, so 5 o'clock now, probably 5:30 or so. We'll be back for Game 2. You guys will have to switch over to the other link, and I'll see you all on the other side.
TJ Productions, providing the best in sports and entertainment.